Yes, it has launch control. Come on, there you go. There's 60. Hey guys, it's Luke here and welcome back to another video, and welcome back to a very familiar spot. This is the location where I tend to spend a lot of my time at the moment filming pretty much all of my feature videos. Now obviously the car feature side of this channel is very busy. It means that I can explore and experience lots of different cars, so naturally I spend a lot of time here. Of course, we're not actually filming someone else's car today. It's not a feature video, it is indeed a new car reveal. I thought, why not bring the car here to reveal it to you, because this is where this car has spent a lot of time and actually has been in the background of a few previous feature videos, which I don't think anyone's really noticed, because this is basically my new daily driver. Of course, the car that this is replacing is my E92 M3, a car which I loved. Yes, I had some hiccups in my ownership, but I think that that correlates with the amount of usage that car got, the amount of miles that that car did. It wasn't really up to the challenge of being a daily driver. To anyone that does actually daily drive one of those cars, hats off to you. I did 30,000 miles in it in 2 years and I loved it, but my word, it was an experience. Some of which, well, good and bad really, of course. So without further ado, I would like to introduce you to the channel, my 2019 Golf Mark 7.5 GTD, my first ever diesel car, and I love it. It's absolutely brilliant. So let's have a walk around. So here we are then, the new daily driver for the fleet. This is a 2019 Mark 7.5 GTD, as I mentioned, finished in the gorgeous colour of Indian grey, which is a really nice kind of mid-grey colour. We've got the 18-inch diamond cut wheels, which I do really like as well. Being the 18s, naturally tyres are a little bit cheaper, and the ride is a little bit better as well, because you can get these on 19s. I think they're the same wheels that you can get on the same generation GTI. This is basically the diesel version of the GTI, I think, give or take. Granted, there's lots of differences with the GTI, but this is, I believe, the most sporty diesel that you can get, which is perfect for a runabout for me. Inside, typical Mark 7.5, we've got a really nice interior. We've of course got the digital dash, we've got the upgraded infotainment screen with Apple CarPlay, heated seats, super comfy seats on this actually, with black and white tartan seat inlays. But I am going to hop in actually and start this up. No, it's nothing really to shout about. It's a diesel, it's not really sounding very good and completely stock, but there is unfortunately a little issue which I am going to explore very shortly. 33,000 miles on the clock. Anyway, foot on the brake. We're going to start this up and you'll very quickly see what the problem is. A nice engine management light. Typical. Absolutely typical, but that does lead me on very nicely to the sponsor of today's video, a huge supporter of my channel, which is of course OBD11. You've probably heard me speak about this little device many times, and it's something which I carry with me all the time. With it being with the GTD, my Golf R, A45S, M3 when I had that, or anything, this is a really clever and super portable device that you can take wherever you go. And in situations like this, when you get a little warning light, you can plug this in and have a look and see what it is. And there's also some other cool things that you can do as well. So I'm going to get this plugged into the OBD port, get it connected to my phone, and hopefully we can get to the bottom of what this lovely little engine management light is on the new car. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do here is we're actually going to scan all the computer systems in this car, which should ooze out what we've got here, bringing the engine management light on. In fact, as you can see, it's actually brought up 3 engine-related warning codes. They're the only ones found so far, but it's going through 25 different systems. It's going to basically bring up all the different codes which it finds, and then we can delve into those, see what they could be, and then reset them as required. I'm hoping that this is not going to be a persistent problem. As soon as the light came on, it's been on a couple of days, it hasn't gone out and come back, so it's not an intermittent fault, but I'm gonna go 4 faults now. Okay, so 5 faults found in total. I'm gonna beeline to the engine one and see what these are about. Glow plug, okay. That adds up. Let's have a look. Intermittent, static, okay. So cylinder 4 glow plug circuit. That would, yeah, that adds that up. I mean, I could clear all this, but it's not an intermittent fault, so it will come back, I suspect. But there we go, that is at least that. This car does have warranty as well, which is great, so that is not a problem. And what we can do, obviously, we've cleared that. Of course, I haven't recycled everything, so that's still going to be clear, but we'll just clear all of them, actually. I didn't actually see what the other ones were, but I don't think they were that bad. Anyway, of course, the other side of OBD11, we go into the apps section, and we'll get a ton of different things. So this is basically where you can do some coding. Of course, this car is very clever. It has lots of different things that you can, you know, adjust and kind of tweak to your liking, really. So that is basically what we've got on here. You know, different indicator displays. I mean, look at this. Going through all of these, there is tons. One of the things, actually, just flicking through this, which I do quite like, is the start button. You can get it to kind of illuminate as you're in the car. So we're going to do that's off. Turn that on. That'll do its thing. And there we go. Using 10 app credits. It's easy as that. Okay, so now turn the ignition off. Grab the key. Lock it real quick. Unlock it. I'm still expecting the engine management light to be on, but we'll start it back up. Look, oh, engine management light's gone off now. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Okay, well, we'll see if that does actually stay off. However, down here, it's gonna be really hard to show you. However, that engine start button is now flashing. You can only just see that. But yeah, very cool. And then, of course, you can disconnect it on your phone and then pretty much just unplug it, pop it back in its little box, ready for your use next time. Hopefully that engine management light will stay off. But yeah, a really handy little device, which, to be honest, as I said, I take everywhere with me. And if you want to learn more, you can find all the details down in the description down below. But a big thank you for the OBD11 support constantly on this channel. It is greatly appreciated and genuinely a really handy tool. So check out the info in the description and learn more if you need. For me though, you know how much I love golf. So to be honest, when I actually had the opportunity to think to myself, do you know what? I want a daily, I want a sensible daily. It was only really gonna be a Golf. And yeah, finished in Indian grey as well. It's a really classy colour. I love the wheels. And yeah, to be honest, it's actually really nice to drive. I get about 40 to 50 mpg on average, 500 miles to a tank, super comfy, got all the creature comforts inside that I would ever need. Apple CarPlay, heated seats, everything really, adaptive cruise control. It's a typical Golf interior, which we all know I love. And to be honest, funny story, I've been driving this more than the Golf R at the moment, obviously. But when I first got it, it felt so weird to drive a Golf that had an interior, like genuinely, really bizarre. An infotainment system that worked, you know, no warnings on the dash or anything because of all the systems that again have been ripped out of the car. But yeah, a super nice little thing. It's 5-door, you can't get them in 3-door. Would have been nice to get a 3-door one, to be honest, but you know, practicality, it was only really going to be that. But yeah, I really, really like the car. As I said, I've only had it a couple of weeks, done about 1,000 miles in it. And yeah, I reckon maybe longer term there'll be some subtle modifications that I do to the car, but nothing crazy because it's just a nice car to drive and enjoy. That's exactly why I went for one of these. I think it's only right we take this little thing out for a quick spin. Genuinely, it is actually a really nice car to drive. Now, whilst I love my modified cars, my fast cars, whatever, there's something really refreshing about just being able to just get in a car and not worry about, oh, what's the oil temperature? Oh, these semi-slicks that I'm running on the road, like they're super expensive, what if I get a nail in them? and it's just so nice to just be able to just chill. And that is exactly why I wanted to get a car like this. Like, the M3 was great, right? I absolutely loved that car and I do not regret buying it at all, but it's so nice to just be able to chill. Maybe I'm getting old. Maybe I'm the oldest 25-year-old you'll ever meet. It's a great car. And obviously you've got all the creature comforts. With it being a GTD, it's actually pretty sporty. There we go, performance monitor. G-force, we've got turbo. This obviously being a 2-litre turbo diesel, it's about 180 brake, I think it is, 181 brake, 380 newton meters of torque, and about 7 seconds to 60, which is actually not bad. Obviously we've got driving modes. Naturally, I'm in eco, obviously. Although there is a little party trick. Yes, it has launch control. Come on, there you go. There's 60. Oh, it is probably fun. Yes, I have done that before. I think this thing's had about 3 launch controls already. But yeah, I mean, on average, 50 mpg, something like that, 500 miles to a tank. I mean, I've done 1,000 miles and I think I've filled it up 3 times. But yeah, I mean, it's a really classy spec as well. I didn't really want black, I didn't want white, I didn't want red. Grey was just, to be honest, my first Golf R, my 7.5 Golf R, my second choice from Lapis Blue was actually this colour, Indian Grey. So yeah, I'm happy. Stick cruise control on as well, why not? But yeah, it's just a nice little car. Yes, there will be some videos of it coming up. Nothing crazy though, because this is literally going to be the daily. There is some enhancing which I would like to do on it. I'm not going to make it look like something that it isn't, i.e. Golf R. I don't need to do that for obvious reasons. And yeah, I really enjoy it, but I couldn't not own a car and not share it. You know what I mean? This is going to be the car that I use 80% of the time, so why not add it to the journey of car experiences that I do on this channel, really. Yeah, it had to be a Golf, didn't it? I think this is my 4th Golf. So I had my first Golf was the Mark 7.5 Golf R, then the Mark 7 Golf R, then the Mark 5 Golf GTI, and now this, the Mark 7.5 GTD. My first diesel as well. And yeah, it's epic fun, really, for what it is. And yeah, I look forward to seeing kind of where the journey goes, really. I have no intention of selling this anytime soon. It's on 33,268 miles. So it will go for a long time. Touch wood. The engine management light hasn't come back on as well, so thank you to OBD11 for sorting that. I will keep this in the car actually just for a few days, see if it does come back up, and then I can check and see if it is the same code. So I'm a happy boy. Let me know what you think. Something a little bit different. Never owned a diesel before. Please don't force me into making this like some crazy GTD. I would like to know if there are any crazy ones in the UK though, because that would be interesting to film. Very interesting actually. So let me know about that. I might actually tune the car, but just for fuel economy rather than anything else. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, this is the new daily, officially the replacement of the E92 M3, and I know that it's not even half the car that the M3 was, but you understand my reasonings behind it, I'm sure. If you don't, then you're a wally. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Welcome to the new daily, for me today at least. That is it. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please make sure you leave a like and make sure to subscribe to all the adventures